You have been cursed. You have to watch an Evan 30 video. Now that sucks. That's quite the punishment. You caught me at a weird time in between classes. I'm thinking here, you know what? You know what I feel like today? I want to rant about my favorite Pokemon. And the thing is most of my buddies have busy schedules and they kind of like, how do I put this? I'm going to send them over the edge because I'm a little bit of a talker. And again, I don't blame them. But no, I mean, joke aside, if I went and yapped to my buddy about my favorite Pokemon when they had time, oh, ears are open. Ears are open. Okay. Without further ado, let's unpack this. Let's unpack this thing, shall we? So, I know at the top of my head what's my number one favorite Pokemon, but who are the contenders? I would say, okay, one of the contenders is Haxus. Haxus is the coolest damn thing that came out of Pokemon Black and White. Well, in my opinion, the second coolest thing. I don't know how to put it. It is easily my favorite pseudo-legendary. I mean, it's so freaking cool. Everything about it is like the coolest thing ever. It's got big ass like freaking scythes on its face. It just looks like a dragon dinosaur. Like you just don't want to mess with Haxus. And I will say, when I played through Black and White for the second time, that thing carried my entire team. The Elite Four, half of the Elite Four was just me using Dragon Dance and using Dragon Claw. And I just swept the floor with everything. And again, this is pre-fairy type, so it was even more meta in Black and White because there's no fairy types to kick its ass. All it really had was dragon types and ice types. And, you know, I might outspeed a lot of the other dragon types, so like, you know what I mean? Haxus kicks ass. That's really the only way to put it. Another contender would be Electabuzz. I think I said this, so in the last video, I started yapping about why I like Electabuzz so much. It's the similar reason to Haxus. It's just a big, menacing, like, electric beast that you don't want to mess with. And that's really all I have to say. I like Electabuzz. I think it is a much-needed evolution. I do like Electabuzz. Electabuzz is cool, but it's just a big beast, and it's awesome. So the next contender, I gotta grab something really quick. If you would, so this guy. Now this guy is awesome. I like to think of Snorlax as, this is what happens when the bulk goes too far. But hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta get some muscle somehow. If this is how you do it, then this is how you do it. I just think that I like Snorlax for the reason a lot of people probably do. He's just a really happy-go-lucky guy. He's nonchalant. You know what I mean? Everyone's worried about this, everyone's worried about that. And Snorlax is like, you know what, man? I just want to take a nap. I'm unfazed. Let me do my thing. Let me live my life. I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to take a nap. I love Snorlax. I think it's completely understandable why it's such an iconic Pokemon. I love Snorlax. I think he is amazing. Oh, sorry, buddy. He just fell on the floor. Who's another contender? Well, let me show you something. So, this is my backpack. Look at this. This little guy. Well, he's not so little. Canonically, he would be a lot larger than this. Gengar, dude. One of the most sinister-looking Pokemon. It's a perfect blend of sinister, but also like a prankster, like a jester or a joker. You know what I mean? I think that Gengar is he can be very funny, but he can also be taken very seriously and very sinister, and it's a good blend. It's kind of like the people I enjoy being around in life. They can be very silly and, you know, have a fun time, but also, you know, if they want to be serious about something, they absolutely can. And I think that's a perfect blend, and Gengar does that very well for me. And also, super powerful, super iconic. I love the design. You know. Who's another contender? Oh. I got I'm gonna say like 2 or 3 more contenders, and then I got my number one spot. Another contender is Crobat. I don't want to say I don't like Golbat because there's something inherently special about everyone. I'm not a big fan of Golbat, and I'll tell you why. I think the thing that annoys me about Golbat is that when you play through a lot of the Pokemon games, they're just such assholes. In the caves, they're everywhere. And they're not a bad... I don't even think the design is horrible. It's just like a mouth's open, kind of just drooling. It's like me when I see a bunch of food. I'm just like, just drool's just flying everywhere. Just drool's just flying in every direction. That's the thing with Golbat. Crobat is so much more sleek. So much more sleek. To me, Crobat alone just redeems the entire evolution line. I kind of like Zubat. I think he's a little happy-go-lucky guy. Golbat is like the awkward stage. Crobat is awesome. I really dig Crobat. I think the four-winged design was very unique, and it's an interesting idea, and it works. It works extremely well. And Crobat, again, has that sort of sinister look to where he just has that look like you don't want to mess with this thing. This thing can kick your ass. This thing can poison you, and this thing can kick your ass. Another contender. So this is... Okay, I'm going to keep yapping too far. I got two more... No. I got three more contenders. Reshiram. So Reshiram is my favorite legendary. I just think that he's he just simply put, looks extremely majestic. And it's that sort of majestic to like, damn. You know what I mean? That's majestic, you know what I mean? I mean, he's supposed to be in the lore. He's one of the two dragons. They did really good. They did a great job with Reshiram's design. He's majestic. I think Zekrom evokes more of a, hey dude, I'm gonna, like, do not mess with me. I am very powerful. You know what I mean? That's what Zekrom sort of invokes. And I think that Zekrom works just as well as Reshiram does, but for two different reasons. Truth and ideals. It's perfect. It works like peanut butter and jelly. It's perfect. Oh, my second favorite legendary by just a hair. Drequza. In Pokemon, this, in my opinion, is one of the most well-made designs. Everything about it works. It's this sort of mysterious... It's this mysterious, like, giant freaking flying dragon thing that you don't even know what's going on with him. Or, actually... The legendaries actually don't have a gender, so I'm just going to say them. Technically. But, you know, I'm going to say that this... I'm going to say this guy, but understand that the legendaries, a lot of the legendary Pokemon don't have a gender in the game. It's either unknown or they don't have one. I'm not sure. But yeah. But I'm just going to say this guy, because, like, I got buddies who aren't dudes, and I'll say this guy sometimes, so understand that. Yeah, no, so basically, this freaking guy is just super intimidating. You do not want to mess with this dude. You just do not want to. You don't. Super majestic, but also super intimidating. A good blend of both. And in the lore, he just tells Groudon and Kyogre, shut the hell up. I'm sleeping up here. Leave me alone. Perfect. Contender number 2, the entire Oshawott line. Oh, wait, no. I have another one before that. Blaziken. Blaziken is my second favorite starter by just a hair. They somehow made a chicken Pokemon look super cool. I don't have any other way to describe why I love Blaziken so much other than this freaking guy is cool. Like, he is just awesome. If you've ever heard the song Tom Sawyer by Rush, you know, listen to the lyrics of Tom Sawyer by Rush, and that song just describes like an awesome dude. And to me, when I listen to that song, I'm like, wait a minute, this kind of just describes Blaziken to me. But yeah, super cool dude. Contender number 2, the whole Oshawott line. Oshawott is cute and lovable, happy-go-lucky. Duat is is the perfect bridge between Oshawott and Samurott. He is menacing, but also happy-go-lucky at the same time. Samurott is literally an otter that's a samurai. I don't have to elaborate. That's awesome. What's my favorite Pokemon? Well, that would have to be Scizor. It's a bug that is coated in steel, and it's red. Red is my favorite color, if you coat anything in steel, it's automatically cool as hell. And it's redemptive in that bug types are usually weak. Oh, he's not weak at all. He is kick-ass. Extremely sleek design. Everything works. And on top of that, it's just so cool. It's so cool. Well, I'm going to cut this before it's, overstaying my welcome, perhaps, with all this yapping going on. What time is it? I have class at... The class at 4. I got a little bit of time. I have some homework to work on. Whose homework? I've never met him. Yeah, I haven't met him either. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here.